Hi, guys. So, yeah. To start things off, I want to apologize for the subpar quality of this video. Because, for one, I'm staying with family, and my family has a huge thing about not giving anyone privacy. So I've got to be, extra quiet. And I've also seemingly gotten inexplicably ill within the last 12 hours or something, so that's affecting my voice and shit. Also, I realize I look like pretty much literal trash right now, but that's yeah, oh well. The topic that I'm gonna be talking about today is awareness in light of recent events and past events as well. So, in case any of you didn't know, there was a 15-year-old boy. I forget exactly when it was, but he killed himself very recently. He was transgender and living with family that was both abusive and unsupportive. And a lot of people are trying to raise awareness about it, like they did with the case of Leelah Alcorn. And unfortunately, suicide is a very common happening within the transgender community and the LGBT community as a whole. And I just want to say something about that. I want you guys to think of the impact that Leelah's case made on society and the impact I'm sure Zander's is going to make. How much more do you think it would have been if they had been alive and there to help? Because your lives, everyone's lives, are worth more living than dead. And I really wish they would have known that and would have realized that they could make so much more of a difference being alive. The things that they were fighting for, that they went down fighting for, could have been helped so much by their life instead of their death. And honestly, the amount of suicide in the transgender community is just heartbreaking and not surprising at all. When I hear about someone taking their own life, I can't even feel surprised anymore. Because it's just so commonplace, and that's terrible that it happens that often. And, I mean, a lot of people in the community, if they haven't attempted or taken their own life, have felt suicidal at some point. If you ask almost anyone, the answer is going to be yes, unfortunately. A lot of you might be living with unsupportive family right now. I know a few of the mods on this channel have very unsupportive family. And if you need to talk to any of us, you can. But I know people say it gets better. They say it so much, and a lot of you, if you had $1 for every time you heard that, then you could probably just get out of whatever abusive situation you might be in right now. And I know it's a cliche, but it really does. Even though that moment might feel like it's so far away. I mean, think of the most notable people, like transgender people who are very famous and activists, outspoken. What do you think would have happened if Laverne Cox had killed herself? We would have so little awareness. She's been, just a phenomenal representation. She has done a lot, so much for the community. Or what about Marsha Johnson? She was one of the people who started the Stonewall riots. I mean, never mind just the trans community. Where would the entire queer community be without her? It was a catalyst. The Stonewall riots was just a catalyst for LGBT rights everywhere. Where would we be without her? I'm not trying to give you guys some reason to live that'll just end up making you feel more miserable about life. I mean, screw the staying around for your friends and family crap, because that can sometimes just make things worse. You don't need other people as a reason to stay around. I mean, if you want to make the world better for yourself, then you've got to do it, because who else will? You know what you need. So, to anyone out there who needs to hear this, or who might be in Zander or Leelah's position right now, where they had been, you will get through this. I promise you can do this. You're brave and strong and worth so much. There's always hope. And it might not seem like it now. But sometimes there's good things hidden in the bad. And it sounds like a terrible thing to say, honestly, to someone who is currently going through something like that. But I speak from experience. I know it will get better. And if it's not, then you can do something about that. You are more powerful in life than you are in death. You need to speak while you still have a voice, and don't let it be taken away by anybody. I don't really know what else to say.